What is up, YouTube? I'm your host Infinite, and welcome back to the channel as we are bringing you guys a mono snake team. Mono snake like. Now I know we got Orthworm and we have Electros, which is a worm and an eel respectively, but in order to make this squad here, you pretty much had to have like a snake like body. There weren't too many options for this team, honestly, and with no Arbok in the game, and I would say Melodic would be another honorable mention. I went ahead and went with the Electros and the Orthworm as the two snake-like members that are kind of different animals, but it is what it is. We got Sandaconda, we got Seviper, we got Dragonair, and we have the All-Star Gyarados. You can see the rental code up at the top. You can see the move sets, the Terra types, the ideas behind this team, and the items as well as abilities here. So if you guys wanted to use this snake-like team, feel free to use that code up at the top. And with all that being said, let's hop into a battle. Alright, so we found our opponent. I don't know their name, but I do see the D at the end. We're just going to say this is our opponent D, who has a really scary looking team with Miraidon, Greninja, Sylveon, Charizard, Goldango, and Meowscarada. And he's got some threats over there. He's got some big threats over there. I see that he has a Charizard. I'll tell you what, anytime I see Charizard on the opponent's team, it's like stealth rocks are super important. So good luck, have fun to my opponent, as we'll see what he's gonna lead here. He's gonna lead Goldango, and I went ahead and led off with the Orthworm as the only stealth rock setter on the team. I figured, you know what, right for rocks. I mean, that Charizard, I can't have that thing switching in and out, as we're faster than the Goldango. A little surprising. Maybe this thing's max HP or something. It just goes right for Shadow Ball. Shouldn't do a ton. Okay, it actually does a little more than I thought it would. We don't have much as far as offense against the Goldango with the Orthworm. So just taking a quick look at the team. Sandaconda can kind of deal with Goldango. I guess I do have Dark Pulse on Seviper as well. I need to get those in safely. I'm going to go for a Shed Tail here. We saw that we were faster. I know it's going to sacrifice just about the rest of my HP. Oh wow, we're down to 1. We do have the Citrus Berry though. I just went for Shed Tail here just because I want to get something in safely. Honestly, I don't have a good switch into Shadow Ball. So I'm just going to get Sandaconda in safely without taking an attack. The substitute should break here. As here's our Sandaconda. We get our boy Sandaconda in. He goes for the Confuse Ray. Oh, wow, that's not going to work against the substitute. As now we're just going to go for a Drill Run. You know, this is a Scope Lens set with Drill Run, which can critical hit. We do not get the crit. We do big damage though. Goldango goes for a Shadow Ball here to break the substitute. Totally thought he was going to do that last turn. And yep, substitute fades. So Sandaconda is in a good spot. I think we're faster than this Goldango, and we can just go for another Drill Run. I like this Sandaconda set because we're Scope Lens. We're going for those critical hits. We have Stone Edge and Drill Run, which critical hits land easier with those moves. So see what our opponent wants to do here. He is not going to let Goldango go down. He's going to go ahead and swap out into the Charizard. No, it's Meowscarada. Good switch. We should still do a lot though. Here's another Drill Run. That does about half damage. There's the critical hit that we were wanting. Alright, Meowscarada is a bit of a problem. Flower Trick. That's going to do a ton. However, we do eat 1. Guaranteed critical hit. Get the Sand Spit going. And there's our Glare. So I just wanted to paralyze this thing. Slow it down. Slow down, Meowscarada. This thing is super fast. And as now he's taking buffets from the Sandstorm. I don't really want to miss a Stone Edge, honestly. I'm going to go for another Drill Run here. I'm hoping for another critical hit, please. We don't get the crit. And we do get the full para though, so that's a good turn for us. And the buffet of the sandstorm. Now we can just go for another drill run. This Meowscarada can't switch out, it'll switch on rocks and die. So he just fodders. There's the crit that we were wanting last turn, but we'll take it. And we get a few critical hits so far with Sandaconda, who's doing a little bit of work here, I will say. Putting in a little bit of work. Opponent will switch into Greninja. Okay, this is probably the end of the line for the Sandaconda. I don't know if I can switch into much. I don't know what he's going to go for. I'm going to try to paralyze this thing. I don't want him to go for like a big Hydro. He goes for Ice Beam. Yep, super effective on the Sandaconda. Sandaconda did his job though. I like that set right there, I must say. That's a cool set for me. Life Orb. Greninja has to take Life Orb and buffet damage. Alright. Yo, we have Electros with Flamethrower. We're gonna do that. We are Assault Vest. We're Assault Vest Electros. We could take anything that this Greninja wants to go for. And we'll just hit this thing with a Flamethrower. Gunk Shot. Okay, doesn't do much. Doesn't get the poison, it doesn't look like. Okay, no poison. Here's a Flamethrower for you. Down goes Greninja, and Greninja is super cool. I will say I have a Greninja built and ready. So yeah, I like Greninja a lot. Sandstorm does subside. I'm thinking of using Greninja soon, but I know it's the super popular thing because of the 7-star Terra raids that just happened. Actually, the second round has just happened. I've had one since the first round, but we'll see. We'll see if I can build a team around Greninja. I know Greninja's super cool though. As in comes the Miraidon. Okay, my opponent says enough of this. You know what though? I mean, we are Assault Vest, and I really don't want to switch in on a Miraidon, honestly. I'm gonna go for a Giga Drain here. I'm just gonna see. I know it's not very effective. All my attacks are not very effective, actually. Okay, Outrage, physical attack. Surprising. I mean, we went for the Giga Drain just to see Scout. I thought it was going for a special attack, honestly. But he's locked in Outrage, at least for another turn. Leftovers. Leftovers, Miraidon. Alright, since he's locked into Outrage, Orthworm will probably survive one. I'll probably save the Electros. Going to Orthworm here for fodder. I mean, I don't think he KOs with one Outrage hit, but he probably will with two. So here's Orthworm. Outrage again, of course. Okay, I mean, does over half my remaining. It's a crit, that's why it's still not very effective. I mean, Orthworm's defense is really good. Okay, so he does get confused after the second turn. He could definitely swap out here or just try to attack. I'm just going to try to get off a body press. He could hit himself in confusion if he stays in. If he switches, maybe I can get a body press on something. We'll see what he wants to do. He does stay in. There's the ducks floating above the head. And he goes for parabolic charge. Smart. Smart play. Orthworm survived an extra turn. No worries. I mean, I was throwing him in for fodder anyway. So, down goes the Orthworm. Now, how do we deal with Miraidon is the question, right? Okay, this thing's already almost back up to full. Seviper, Choice Scarf, Seviper, Final Gambit, maybe? We have Terra Ground Gyarados, though. I know this looks like a strange play, but I'm going to Terastallize Ground here, and I'm going to go for a Dragon Dance. I'm going to try to catch my opponent off guard. He's definitely going to see super effective on the Parabolic Charge or whatever Miraidon's signature move is. I know it's an electric move. I can't remember the name of it. But we're going to Terra Ground here to surprise our opponent, get off a free Dragon Dance, I hope. He could definitely go for Outrage. He's also still confused. And he does hit himself in confusion. He probably was going for an electric attack there, I will say. As we get off a Dragon Dance with Gyarados. Everyone knows the threat that Gyarados is. Gyarados is probably the all-star of this team, honestly. Probably the strongest Pokemon I have. And Terra Ground Earthquake is just a massive threat. We are Moxie as well. I could have been Intimidate. Intimidate is also a really good ability, but I'm just a Moxie boosting guy. I love the Moxie boost that you get, so we're gonna go for Dragon Dance again. I really don't think that this Miraidon has anything for me. He could Outrage, and that's totally fine, but we're gonna get up a +2 here. I really think I can survive an Outrage. Okay, he is gonna Terra. He saw me Terastallize. He's like, alright, my turn. He's probably getting away from Electric. Yeah, it's a straight Dragon. He drops the ground weakness. We are faster now after a +1, so here's our +2. What does he go for? He did snap out of Confusion. Goes for a Terra Blast. Hey, you're running Terra Blast and Outrage. Okay, this should be a special attack though. Yeah, that hurts a lot. We do have leftovers. Okay. Alright, so we know we're faster. We are +2. We should get the one-hit knockout and just snowball this thing, hopefully out of control with Moxie boosts. As I was able to get up 2 Dragon Dances, and Electricity does disappear from the field. Alright, I'm gonna Earthquake here. I have to. Wow, he withdraws. That's surprising. Really thought he'd stay in there, try to eat an attack. He probably knew he couldn't. Okay, Sylveon. It's not going to appreciate a +2 Earthquake, honestly. Let's just be real here. +2 Earthquake onto the Sylveon after Rocks damage. No shot. No shot that Sylveon survives that. And here comes my favorite part. Moxie boost. We're at +3 attack. You love it. And these leftovers are gonna continue to tick up for us, our HP. So I feel like Gyarados is sitting in a good spot here. I feel like he allowed this Gyarados to set up, and now what, right? Okay, back into Miraidon. I mean, probably to set Electric Terrain, but what does that really do for you? I'm just at one more attack boost now. I'm at +3 now. Here's a +3 Earthquake for the Miraidon. No shot this survives, right? Big damage on the Miraidon as Gyarados has something to say here. Down goes the box art legendary. Another Moxie boost. This is I feel like this is out of control now. I believe we are at +4 attack, +2 speed. I don't know if he has anything for this after Rocks damage too. No heavy duty boots on the Charizard. You'd love to see it, as we have a super effective attack for you. It's Waterfall. Don't forget we were a water type. We know we outspeed. Huge Waterfall coming through. Charizard has no shot at +4. With half health. There's +5 Moxie and Gyarados. Gyarados is running rampant. Gyarados is just out of control. And we're up over half HP now. I think my opponent's down to his last Pokemon. What does he have? That Goldango at a quarter health? Yeah, no shot. We outspeed. We have 2 super effective attacks. We'll go for the Earthquake. Huge Earthquake on the Goldango. And that's the power of Gyarados. We all know it. We all know Gyarados is still a huge threat. You let Gyarados set up with some Dragon Dances, it's just about over. So thank you so much to my opponent, D. Really cool and awesome team. And yeah, we're going to bring you guys a second battle here. We'll fast forward to that one. Alright guys, we found our second opponent, who is rocking a Cerulege, Dragapult, a Azumarill, Palmot, another Greninja, and Toxapex. What do I want to lead here? You know what? Most people have expected the Earthworm lead. And I think because of that, he's probably going to lead Cerulege, I would say. And what do I really have for Cerulege? I have Gyarados. I really just want a Choice Scarf, Final Gambit something, but he does have 2 ghost types. Yo, he doesn't have much for Electros. He does have Palmot, who might have Volt Absorb. But I like Electros because of its a Levitate ability and electric typing. It cannot be hit with a super effective attack unless you get like Gravity up, or you trick or swap a Iron Ball onto me. I guess then you can hit the Electros with a ground move. But good luck, have fun to my opponent, as yeah, we're gonna hop into the second battle and see how this mono snake-like team can do again. Let's see what he leads. Scarlet, there it is. He's expecting the Orthworm. Nah. And I guess since we got this matchup here, we're just gonna straight up discharge. Try to get the para. He just Bitter Blades right away. No bulk up or anything. No Swords Dance. Fair play. Get damage. Here's a discharge for you. Get the para. Okay. Good news for us. As he's probably just gonna Bitter Blade again, and it doesn't look like discharge takes it out. You know what? If he's just gonna Bitter Blade again, I'm gonna go into Dragonair. I'm gonna show Dragonair some love. Now we're using Dragonair, not Dragonite, because of the snake-like appearance. Honestly, like with the Violite, so boosts its defense and special defense. Okay, he actually close combats here. All right, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a Bitter Blade. It's pretty surprising. Could just go right for the Outrage. I'm gonna try to get Dragonair going. I'm gonna go for a Dragon Dance here. There's a couple of things that could happen here. He could get fully parried. He's probably due for a full Paralyze. Yes, we get it. We get the full para, so we get a free Dragon Dance off. Okay. Can't hit this thing with much. I mean, we have to Outrage. The whole idea behind this set here is to get a few Dragon Dances off and then go Terra Normal Extreme Speed. Which is basically just like what Dragonite does. But we had to go for the Outrage there. Let's see what he goes into. We are locked in, unfortunately. It's Dragapult. Okay, I think with only 1 speed boost, we should not outspeed a Dragapult. No, we do not. He's got Dragon Darts. We do eat 1. We're not going to eat 2, that's for sure. As Dragonair goes down. Unfortunate. But took care of Ceruledge. Maybe I didn't even have to swap there, but since we've seen Dragon Darts from this Dragapult, maybe Choice Scarf, maybe Choice Band. I don't think that was Choice Band damage though. Okay, he's not choiced in any way. Goes for Phantom Force. Luckily we went for rocks here. Let's get the rocks up. I think Orthworm has a decent matchup here. We're pretty defensive. Pretty big defense stat. I think we take this Phantom Force pretty good too. We're gonna go for the Shed Tail. Okay, here's the Phantom Force. Yeah, that does about 51 damage. No worries, we Shed Tail here. We're gonna eat our Citrus Berry. Alright, we get something in safely and behind a substitute, and does not have to take a hit since Orthworm took the Phantom Force. Alright, what do we go into? So Viper, good Dark Pulse. We do have Crunch on Gyarados. Okay, Gyarados is the play. Gyarados behind a substitute is deadly. He's got to break this substitute here. He could go for Phantom Force, so I'm going to go for Dragon Dance actually. Okay, wow. He actually calls my Dragon Dance, goes for one of his own. You know what? We're not sitting too bad here. I think if he goes for Dragon Darts, he can hit me with one of them. I'm unsure if Phantom Force hits through substitute. I feel like we have to crunch here though. He should break substitute. Wow, he withdraws after the Dragon Dance. That's pretty surprising. I mean, we would have got the KO, I feel like. Palmot. Palmot does resist the crunch because of the fighting typing. But I like this situation because we're Terra Ground. And this Palmot probably thinks he can go for an electric attack. You know what? Since the substitute is still up, and I really want to outspeed that Dragapult, I think with a +2 we for sure do. I'm gonna go for Dragon Dance. This does a couple of things. This punishes a Revival Blessing. Also, you know, he could go for an electric attack now, but then I'll just Terra Ground next turn. There's the Revival Blessing. Hey, go for it. You can have that. I think his only fainted Pokemon is that Ceruledge, so there he is, revived and ready to go. I'll tell you what though, if Gyarados gets going here, there's no stopping this Gyarados. We're gonna go for a third one. This is a little greedy. I really want him to just break the substitute and then potentially go for an electric attack next turn that I can block. I guess I could have Terra'd there because he's probably for sure gonna break the substitute here, but that's alright. Yeah, double shock. Huge electric attack. That's for sure gonna break the substitute as we're 4 times weak to it. No worries. Okay, do I even have to Terra though? I don't think I have to blow my Terra just yet. I mean, we're +3. I think a Waterfall does the job. I think a Waterfall does the job against this Palmon. We get a Moxie boost. Okay, he withdraws. Oh wow. He's got a few switches here that I'm a little questionable about. Toxapex. Okay, we could have just went for the Earthquake, right? But we didn't. We went for the Waterfall. Here's a +3 Waterfall. Okay, that does half damage to the Toxapex. It's not very effective attack, and Toxapex's defenses are the cream of the crop. We're going for Earthquake. Here's a big Earthquake for you. We haven't shown that yet. Maybe he wasn't expecting that Earthquake there. And you know what that means for the Gyarados. Get that +1 Moxie boost. And Gyarados is just too big of a threat to let set up like this. See what he goes into. Azumarill. Now I don't think Azumarill can take a... Is this a +4 Earthquake? Well, we're going for it. The other two are not very effective. Here's an Earthquake for the Azumarill. No shot that Azumarill survives that. Big time damage. Another Moxie boost. Okay, this is the same thing as last game. I don't mean to be using Gyarados this much. It's just so good, right? Greninja. I think we got something for this Greninja, don't we? Yeah, we got another Earthquake. I'm going for it. Okay. Our opponent just cancels battle. I don't really blame him there. You know what? That was a short one. We're going to look for another. Alright, guys. Third and final battle here against Adrian. And I'll tell you what. This is actually a scary looking team. This scares me more than the first two teams with Greedent, Sableye, another Toxapex, and then Espeon, Cinderace, and Meowscarada. Oh man, I'm a little scared of the Greedent Sableye combo. Sableye is hard to deal with, right? Like, I feel like he can Will-O-Wisp the Gyarados with Priority Prankster. This is looking like a real tough match, actually. Okay. Now, I don't know what Greedent wants to do. Maybe Belly Drum? Belly Drum Body Slam stuff? Can't really set up rocks too easily with Magic Bounce Espeon and Court Change Cinderace. I'm gonna still try to get him up because Focus Ashes are probably... There's got to be at least one on the team. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and lead with Survivor on this battle. And I'm just going to straight up go for a Choice Scarf Final Gambit on turn 1 and try to knock something out here. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, Adrian. Really cool looking team. My guy brought the Greedent. Yo, applause for bringing that Greedent, man. That's really cool. I was thinking about putting Greedent on the team as well. I like using some of the lesser used mons. So let's see what he leads here. Kitty. That's the Espeon. That's not the best news for us. He probably thinks he can freely just go for a Psychic here. He might also think I want to switch out. I don't. I just want to Final Gambit that thing. If I get rid of this Espeon, that's Magic Bounce out of the way. and then I can get rocks up potentially. So we're going for the final gambit here. Let's send it. Guess I could have tricked if he's going for like screens. I could have also dark pulsed. I don't think either of those were the play. I'm just gonna straight up go for the KO. You know what? There's a case to be made for dark pulse. We went for final gambit. Here it is. Oh man, this is the focus sash. Really? Alright, I guess we could have caught him off guard with Choice Scarf Dark Pulse. He just goes for Calm Mind. He's not even setting up screens. I mean, we have Extreme Speed Dragonair. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I doubt he switches out here. I mean, he's got a Calm Mind boost. He's probably wondering why the heck I have a Dragonair. We're going for the Extreme Speed. I guarantee he stays in. Yeah, he just stays in. Get the Extreme Speed off and we get the KO on the Espeon. Okay, so it's even. We both lost the Pokemon here. Dragonair claims a KO. I like that. I've always liked the idea of using not fully evolved Pokemon with the Violite. A Violite can make a not fully evolved pretty valid. Meowscarada. I mean, I'm expecting a Play Rough. He came out with Meowscarada pretty quick. Play Rough would do big damage. Let's go into Orthworm then. Orthworm with the Steel typing can resist just about everything Meowscarada wants to go for, except for Knockoff, which Knockoff would actually be a good play for my opponent. See what he goes for. There's the Play Rough. Yeah, we predicted that. Orthworm takes minimal damage. And that's great news for us as we got a Life Orb Meowscarada on our hands. I think this is free rocks here. I mean, maybe he stays in knockoffs. No, he doesn't. He just swaps into what? Okay, he goes right for Cinderace. Okay, is he gonna go for a Court Change here? Court Change, if you guys didn't know, would spin those rocks from his side of the field to my side of the field. I'm gonna try to call that he goes for the Court Change and just go for a Shed Tail here. Obviously, he could go for like Pyro Ball or something, which would be unfortunate, but I don't even know if this thing has Court Change, like my opponent's specific Cinderace here. Obviously, I know Cinderace has access to it, but kind of have a feeling he doesn't. he just goes straight Pyro Ball on the Orthworm. I guess I could have switched in Gyarados there. But we can switch in Gyarados now, right? Okay, the way Libero, so Libero didn't pop up obviously because he is a fire type already. Maybe he switches here. Let's go for the Dragon Dance. He could be choiced in some way. Choice band, maybe? No, he's not. He's got Acrobatics. And there's the Libero. Wow, he probably is not even holding an item. That's unfortunate. Okay, I don't know what this Cinderace's moveset is. I mean, we've seen Pyro Ball. We've seen Acrobatics. He could have Sucker Punch and U-turn. Let's go for a Waterfall. He does have Sucker Punch. Unfortunate. We lost our All-Star. We lost our All-Star early in this game, and Cinderace is actually a huge problem, huh? Okay, he's a flying type because of the Acrobatics, and we have Electros. So let's go on to Electros here. And we'll go for a big discharge. Send it. Gotta get a para on this thing. Okay, he withdraws Peter Rabbit. Unfortunate. Kind of getting outplayed a little, I would say. I think letting Gyarados go down there has hurt us a lot. And he goes into Meowscarada, which resists the discharge, but should still do a lot. Get the para. Okay, we're getting some good luck with paralysis on discharge, which is a 30% chance. We go for a huge flamethrower here. We don't even outspeed the Meowscarada at half speed. He just goes for a knockoff and knocks off my Assault Vest. Should do the trick. Yeah. After the Life Orb tick, Flamethrower takes out the Meowscarada, but we have a huge problem on our hands, Zoe, and it's that Cinderace. Now that he got my Electros low enough, That's unfortunate that we didn't outspeed, I will say. It's a little unfortunate for us. Peter Rabbit. There's Cinderace again. This is a big problem. He definitely outspeeds. I can't really take an attack with Sandaconda or Dragonair. I kind of have to save those, I feel like. He's also got Libero, so he could go for. He's probably not going to go for Acrobatics here. Let's go for Discharge. We'll see. Okay, he just Pyro Balls again. Yikes. That's more than enough to take out Electros. Okay. Having a little bit of trouble with the Cinderace. Let's go into Sandaconda now, as we do have super effective with Drill Run and Stone Edge right now, but I doubt he stays a fire type. We're gonna Glare. What do we tear into? Steel. Not gonna do that. We're gonna Glare here. He just goes for Acrobatics. Yo, Cinderace is cool, man, I must say, because if I would have went for a Drill Run there, it'd be no effect. As we went for the Glare to paralyze, slow this thing down. It feels too little, too late for Sandaconda and Dragonair, but we'll see. We'll go for Stone Edge here. He is a flying type. Huge Stone Edge. That finally takes out the Cinderace. We get the critical hit we've been searching for because of the scope lens and the fact that Stone Edge lands critical hits more easily. And we pick up the KO. Sandaconda claims the KO here, but he's got a lot of firepower over there still. Cheeks, here's the I knew it was the Greedent. Okay, Greedent scares me a little bit. This thing looks thick. We'll go for a Drill Run. Maybe we get a critical hit. It is Stab. Go for the Scope Lens Drill Run here. We don't miss. That's good. We do get the crit. That's big damage. Oh, this thing has a berry, and its ability is probably gonna pop in here if I'm not mistaken. There's the cheek pouch, and he gets a second. He's back up to almost full, and he just body slams me. Sandaconda doesn't survive that, unfortunately. All right, do get a little bit of Sandstorm chip. We'll take it. We got Dragonair. That's all we have. All right. I guess we're going for broke. Going for the Dragon Dance. It's a 1-on-3 right now, though. I'm unsure if Dragonair could pull this back, but we'll try. We will give this our best shot. Alright, we are faster than the Greedent, of course. So we got the Dragon Dance off first. He's probably just going for another Body Slam, I would say. Yeah, here's the Body Slam. Please don't paralyze. Okay, buffeted by Sandstorm. We're down to 65 health. Alright, we got a Terra Normal here and just Extreme Speed. I don't think this picks up the KO. Like I said, Greedent's looking real thick over there. I'm pretty sure this thing has a super good HP stat. Maybe even a good defense stat. But either way, here's Terra Normal Dragonair. Going for the Extreme Speed. How much do we do here? Big Extreme Speed. Okay, we do about half of its remaining health. He gets off another Body Slam. Oof. Leaves me down to 1. The Sandstorm does subside, so we don't lose the battle right then and there. Let's just go for another Extreme Speed here. Yo, we're going down swinging. We're taking out everything we can. Okay, Extreme Speed is enough to take out the Greedent there. Alright, so what does he have left? Sableye. I mean, he could just come in and burn me. I think he's got Toxapex as well. Sableye, Toxapex. He could come in and burn me. He could come in and poison me. I think either way, I'm unsure if I think there's almost no way we win this. If I would have got off maybe 2 Dragon Dances, maybe. We'll just Extreme Speed. Here's a big Extreme Speed for you. Yeah, Toxapex defenses are super high. And he just goes for Toxic, just like I figured he would. He didn't have to do anything special, any attack there. Obviously, we take poison damage at the end of this turn. recovers with a little bit of black sludge. And my guy had some really cool sets. He brought the Greedent. Cinderace is really hard to deal with. He had Toxapex, he had Sableye, he had Switch-ins. Really cool team for my opponents. So Adrian, thank you so much for the battle. Really awesome team. Really fantastic battler. Thank you so much for that one. And that's the third and final battle, guys. We go 2-1 for today's video with the mono snake-like team. And yeah, we gave it our best shot on that last one. I think letting Gyarados go down, expecting a switch from the Cinderace was probably a mistake. We should have definitely saved Gyarados. But it happens. And this is the team again, guys. So like I said, mono snake-like team. In order to make this team here, you gotta have a snake-like body. Now obviously Sandaconda, Seviper are actual snakes. But just wanted to put this theme team together. I also want to encourage you guys to leave me some comments down below about a theme team that you want to see, whether it's a mono, certain animal, a certain letter, a certain typing, just something that you can think of. Maybe it doesn't have to be anything like that. It could be you know, an Avengers theme team or something like that. But let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see. As for now, I'm out.